what's up? This is Xmas Eve Dynamite on 34th Street. Starting off with Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy.
This was really good start of the match. Very close.
The whole thing was a good match.
Yeah. They've been doing close matches throughout. God, the Hammerstein Ballroom looks really pretty. I guess it's a logistic nightmare to go and set up in, but it looks so pretty. So they had a very, very close 2.99 Infinita pin very early on that Orange almost won, and even like Orange Takeshita even thought he lost that. It was super close pin. Takeshita brushed off Orange Cassidy's hand and pocket drop kicks when he finally was going for those. It took 3 of them to finally drop Takeshita to the ground. Orange drops Takeshita with an orange punch, but has a slow cover, so cannot get the pin. Takeshita kicks out. Beach break on the apron leads to both guys falling to the outside of the ring. Orange punch outside, knocks Takeshita out into the crowd. Takeshita beats the count back in, kicks out of a roll-up attempt, gets control, hits Raging Fire, or goes to hit Raging Fire and gets countered with another roll-up, which Takeshita kicks out of. Takeshita gets back up for... which fake pin? The kick out?
The 3 that we all knew was 3, and the ref said, no, it was only 2.
I said that was early. That was like super early in the match. I don't know when the 10-minute count, the minute counts in this one were, because I didn't hit it.
I didn't write it down.
I know that the end was Takeshita, after the 10 count, Takeshita beat the 10 count in.
And then Takeshita did the Raging Fire.
Raging Fire for the finish at the end after he finally was able to get it off.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have any of the marks for the minute counts in this, so I was a little bit thrown off on the pacing of it. But I feel like that 2.9 count was early in that match, too. Because Orange went for trying to get this thing won quick. And that one, everyone was shocked by it.
What'd you rate it?
I gave it 3.5.
Really? 3.5? I gave it a 4.
I was really close on giving it a 4, but I'm like, do I really want to give 4 to the first match on the show? It's above it was a very good match. And I'm like, nah. So I held off.
It doesn't matter where the match is.
I know it shouldn't, but I get stupid like that with my ratings. And then we had a video package from Gabe Kidd calling out Darby Allin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gabe is...
He really has it
Gabe
out
is
for him.
scary.
I wouldn't say scary. I would say he's kind of cocky and pompous like Mox.
Well, I mean, he is a Death Rider adjacent person, so...
He's probably just a Death Rider.
He was brought in as a heater for him for Anarchy in the Arena, or one of the big matches they did. But yeah, he's calling Darby out for World's End, even though I think he was even saying in this that he hurt Darby, or he's calling Darby out and has already beaten him up fairly well recently, so... then there was another video package, this one from the Bang Bang Gang. They want another shot at FTR at World's End since they got screwed out of the last one. Since that happened, they want no rules. Kind of weird to throw another challenge like that, but I guess it'll probably go through. It does go through. Then we get into the next match for the Continental Classic Blue League, Strong versus Dorada. Dorada uses the very cool variation of the surfboard stretch with a different lockup on the legs.
I love Dorada's gear.
Oh, the pink gear during this one?
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't white. He should have done red and green since it was, Christmas Eve.
They like doing the pink gear. I don't know why so much, but I mean, he also changed up his gear for the Collision show because he was on it too, because everybody was doing double matches. Dorada tried to turn the surfboard stretch into a pinning predicament, but Roderick was able to get a rope break to get out of it. Dorada kept this up, the speed up on this throughout it. Roddy really just didn't seem focused. So Dorada winds up getting the shooting star splash off the corner for the win. This match was definitely there to set up the continuing story for Roderick Strong in the tournament, trying to get to whatever he needs for his redemption with it. What did you, as you're over there?
I don't like Roderick.
You don't like Roderick?
No.
What did you think of the match? I gave this match 2 stars. It was a good match, and Dorada kept the high spots going in it and made it move quickly. This is another one where I don't even have the time breaks on this because I don't know if this even went 10 minutes. I think this was a fairly short match.
I give this one a 1.
Oof, real hard.
Well, I don't like either one.
Okay. After that, they did a video about the Sports Illustrated Awards. AEW winning 10 here at the end of the year for pro wrestling. They are definitely going to be riding on that for a while. And then they had a very nicely done interview segment on the rampway with the camera shooting out, so you get the nice backdrop shot of all of Hammerstein Ballroom, with Renee Paquette welcoming out Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter to do a little interview before their upcoming championship match at World's End. Yes. Chris decided to give Hayter this shot because Hayter lost the championship through injury and deserves to have a shot at it, but...
And Chris Statlander debuting the name Cosmic Killer.
Yeah, calling herself now the Cosmic Killer.
Yeah.
Hayter in this said that she had plenty to say and then tried to throw a haterade, which gets blocked by Statlander, and then she tells her the last time that she hit her with that, she put her down.
Why?
It didn't make Hayter look good. It didn't. I feel like they could have done that, especially, like, you could even tell when Hayter was walking off. Hayter knew that she had fucked up. Did not come off looking strong with that. But they're going to have a very good match. Very strong hitting match at the pay-per-view this weekend. Match 3 came up. It was MJF making his return to in-ring action against who gives a fuck. It was MJF, and I'm fucking happy to have MJF back. He is back, and he is aggressive, and he is arrogant as ever.
He is back, and the ugliest person is back in the show.
Oh, you just don't like that he has his hair dyed.
He has to dye it, otherwise you'd see his gray.
He's younger than us.
It doesn't matter. That shit don't matter.
He was in there, I will give this, he was in there with some dude named Dustin Waller. I thought he was, It was
just a fluff match. It wasn't anything impressive. I gave that a 1.
Oh, no. MJF looked strong. MJF looked aggressive.
No.
The Hammerlock DDT into the Salt of the Earth finish to be his new ending. Well, same ending he has been using, but just looking good at still doing it. I gave it a 3-star.
Of course you did. I'm surprised you didn't give it a 1,000,000.
I was half tempted to give it. I was half tempted to give it a 5-star, but I will hold off the 5-star for when MJF wins the championship at World's End.
He's not winning.
MJF gets on the mic before leaving and goes to talk to the crowd, but before he can say anything, Hangman's music hits, and Hangman comes out on the balcony. And then Swerve's music hits, and he comes out on the balcony on the other side. They both Hangman starts calling out MJF as they start working their way down to the ring so that they can kick his ass, as they remind him, yeah, there was no physicality while they were in England, but they're not in England now. That doesn't apply. Go ahead, MJF, run your mouth, say your shit. We're going to kick your ass. And they work their way down to the ring, and then the fucking Ops Dojo runs in and distracts so that MJF can get out of the ring to safety. They get wrecked by Swerve and Hangman. Joe gets on the Tron and talks some shit.
Of course. Because that's all he's good at.
He's not going to be there because he's not going to risk it, but yeah.
He was in back.
Yeah. As Joe is talking shit and finishing up, he's got Hangman and Swerve's attention, so MJF tries to slip in the back door and attack Swerve, but gets caught, eats a house call, and then gets choked out with a chain, starts getting choked out with the chain by Hangman, but Swerve makes sure to keep him conscious while he runs him down on the mic. Says that no matter who he gets in the ring with, he's better afterward, friend or foe, but no matter what he's done, he's still better than MJF, and reminds MJF of all of his victims. Name drops Wardlow and a few other people during that, the Pinnacle. So it was good, and then they just leave MJF in the ring after they choke him out. Then we went to a backstage segment with the Babes of Wrath. They're facing Athena and Monet at World's End because of the pinfall lost to them during the 8-woman tag. Willow is not feeling confident, so they've gotten themselves a prep match for Collision, and it will be against Maya World and Hyen, which I am excited that these girls keep getting the opportunities that they deserve. They came in and did a 3-minute or some super short match during the women's tag tournaments to help build up for the tournaments, and they have kept it up, and they have been there, and they keep getting matches, and it's what they deserve. So I was happy, even just as soon as they announced that it was Maya World and Hyen for it. And then match number 4, the Diamond Ring Battle Royale.
Ricochet versus Bandito.
Yes, for the Diamond Ring. Yeah, the Battle Royale was last week. Derp. This was fun. Bandito came out wearing Brody's coat and ski mask and lock. Full on Brody gear. Ricochet tried to throw Bandito out of the...
interfered again, of course.
Yeah. Ricochet tried to throw Bandito out of the ring so that he could steal the Macarena spot in the middle of the ring. And Bandito pulled himself back in over the top rope and bipped him. Bandito threw Ricochet out of the ring with a one-arm press slam and then got the Macarena spot in. That was always nice. There was a very cool chain of suplexes between both of them, that it was Ricochet starting it off with a German suplex that he held on to and went into another German, rolled into the outside to another suplex on the apron. They rolled down to the floor, and then it was Bandito getting the final suplex on Ricochet. It was great. Just a wonderful sequence. Towards the end, Aubrey got nearly squished by both men in the corner. Ricochet hit Vertigo after kicking Bandito in the nuts and being able to get him into it. Bandito kicked out. Ricochet flipped out of a 21-plex to stay alive. Bandito hit a like weird. So he set it up, and even somebody on commentary, the Liger bomb thing that he hit, where they set it up, and even commentary thought he was going to go for a Styles clash, but instead of Styles clashing and going forward, he sat it out into a Liger bomb, which looked really cool. I thought it was a screw up, but that was just a cool looking pin. And Ricochet kicked out. Bandito went for another 21 plex, but GOA grabbed on to keep that from happening. Ricochet went for Spirit Gun, missed, and Bandito rolled him up, got him up tight for the 3 count, and won the Diamond Ring. I gave it 3.5 stars.
Oh, really? I gave it 4.5.
Wow. You don't usually rate Ricochet matches that high.
It wasn't for Ricochet.
Oh, it's for Bandito.
And Brody.
Yes. After this, like immediately after,
Yeah.
GOA jumps, Ricochet jumps, Bandito. They're beating him down, and Brody comes in for the save. Yeah. So happy to see Bandito win this. We're going to definitely have Bandito versus MJF at some point over these rings.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have 2 Dynamite Diamond rings. Even though it's a yearly trophy, so I guess, does that mean that MJF has 5 rings? He should definitely then use that.
Gross.
Just put one on each finger.
He does. They're usually messing around in his pants with his dingling.
Hey, if his dingling is long enough that he can put 5 rings on it.
It's not. That's why he has to put it in there to keep it company.
Oh.
Gabe Kidd attacks Darby, throws him down the flight of stairs.
Yes. This was Darby's trying to respond to Renee asking about
that
Gabe's
he wasn't
challenge.
scared.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't care about Kidd.
Yeah.
And then Kidd just jumps in.
Because they didn't have any beef.
And I'm pretty sure these are the same stairs that he got thrown down before and written off for a little while. I think these are. Because as Gabe was going to throw him down, he kept yelling at him if he felt nostalgic. Which I love that.
How
are you feeling nostalgic?
Feel?
Bam! And then kicks him down the stairs.
How do you feel?
Match 5. Mina
And Shafir.
Shafir. That was... Apparently Mina went in this telling Toni Storm that she has this, she needs to show that she can fight and do it. And Mina started very aggressive, going after Shafir, going after her leg, trying to immobilize her and keep her from getting her throws off.
Of course, Shafir wins with Mother's Milk.
Yes.
What is your rating on this?
I gave it actually a 3. So...
Wow.
What did you give it?
0.5.
Oh, wow.
You were very generous.
I am being more generous because Shafir did really good in this. I'm going to pause. That's what I'm saying. So Shafir did really good in this match. It didn't have a lot of wrestling.
Shafir broke Mina's finger.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of wrestling maneuvers. But what was in there, Shafir sold. She took the maneuvers well. The figure 4 was very interesting of, I'm not going to tap, so go ahead and break my leg. Yeah. And the fact that she was, go ahead and break my leg on all of it. I've been in a figure 4, and if someone doesn't put it on right, it doesn't really hurt. It's a weird maneuver to yeah. But that, I thought that was good. I was really hoping that it would be Mina just does more aggressiveness on it and goes to break the leg, but instead she gets her hand grabbed and Shafir goes to break her fingers to get out of it. And then gets Mother's Milk and just puts Mina out. Yeah.
So how she wins?
Yep. Instead of getting out of the ring, Shafir goes and puts Mina back into Mother's Milk, which brings Tony out for the save. And Shafir dropped her with a kick. Just one kick and took her down. So we're gonna get a more action between Toni Storm and Shafir just from this, because they're not gonna let that stay there. But drops Toni Storm with one kick and then leaves. And then they had a quick post Dynamite thing that the Bucks are apparently not cleared to wrestle for the rest of the year, and Kenny has some solo stuff that he needs to take care of. Maybe Kenny's gonna go do Tanahashi's retirement at Wrestle Kingdom. That would be good. A little sad that we won't have Elite for a little while, but we'll see what happens.
Next match, Jake Perry and Pac.
Yeah.
Jack Perry. I always want to call him Jake. I don't know why.
So what was your... I want you to...
Jack was fired up, angry, but his ankle was really killing him.
Pac had a very, slower, deliberate pace in everything he was doing in this.
Yeah.
He did not rush.
For this match.
He did not rush at any point going after Perry.
I was too busy watching the match.
Perry got a burst of energy after getting Poison Rana off and got the comebacker lariat, but couldn't capitalize on it. Pac went for the brutalizer. Perry got a foot on the rope. Pac went for another brutalizer, and Perry started biting, which has been his go-to maneuver.
Biting what?
Oh, on the brutalizer? Yeah, starts biting Pac's nipple.
Uh-huh.
Just right to the nipple.
Not the toes, not the
not
fingers.
The toes, not a finger.
The
this time the nipple. The nipple was bitten on television. It got him out of the move.
Sense.
It got him out.
Of course it did.
Pac,
get anybody out of a move.
Pac went for a third brutalizer, and as with all things, something has to happen different with the third one. Perry countered it into a roll-up to get the pin and the win, which set up a 6-way tie in the Gold League. The fact that this match changed over the way that it did in the end was great. I enjoyed so much the slower pace at the start of this because I was expecting it to be fast, and with Perry being agile and a high flyer, Pac being able to do it, I liked that it was slower pace. I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 2.5.
Wow. Man, we are so different on the ratings on these. But yeah, that set up that 6-way tie for Collision in the Gold League.
Okay, wait.
That wrapped up Dynamite on 34th Street. And then we went to Christmas Collision the next day.
Yep.
This was a lot of matches in a short amount of time.
They went very fluid-like.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really nice. I wish all their shows were like that. It would really help watching them. It started off with Kyle Fletcher versus Jack Perry. Jack bit Kyle's nipple. They kept fighting up until the call of 1 minute. And then the pile driver to win.
Brainbuster.
Brainbuster?
Pile driver is where the guy's head is in between your legs.
I thought that's what he did.
No, he did the sheer drop brainbuster.
Oh, whatever.
The big kick in the corner, then pulls him out. It was something brainbuster.
Like
yeah, Perry hung out along in this match for a lot of it, considering how far he was beat by strength, beat in the strength category. Fletcher at one point targeted Perry's ankle. Well, Fletcher targeted Perry's ankle early in this, and at one point pulls him into the corner, crouches him in the corner of the ring post, and rips off his boot, smashes his ankle on the steps. But yeah, that finish was kind of a quicking out. Perry got a really ugly poison rana where Fletcher landed on his ankle and couldn't get up afterward. And that led to a first pile driver by Fletcher on Perry, pile driver by Perry that Fletcher kicked out, and then Fletcher got up and turned it around. Okay, yeah, my notes were a little off on the end. I gave it a 3.5 though.
That one got a 4.
4?
Yeah. Next match was Takesha and Dorada.
Oh, well, you missed the backstage segment that was right after that.
Yeah, I don't write about those.
It was actually a good one. It was, Renee had Roderick Strong in the back, and she had somebody that wanted to come and talk to Roddy ahead of his match since he was sitting on 0 points and has already been eliminated from the tournament.
You already knew who was waiting to talk.
It was Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, of course it was O'Reilly.
And O'Reilly told him that he needed to believe in himself as Kyle believed in him.
Hey!
And it was a really good motivational speech. You can tell that Kyle has been hanging around Mark Briscoe plenty and has picked up how to give a motivational speech. But yeah, that happened. And then we went into match 2, Continental Classic Blue League, Takeshita versus Massacre Dorada. And close start with Takeshita being caught off by Dorada's speed and agility. It's kind of like how Claudio got caught off with Dorada. They each offered each other and accepted hands up off of the mat, which showed a lot of mutual respect between the two of them, which was a little bit off for how Takeshita is usually portrayed as a heel. Dorada kept up the offense, though, throughout, but Takeshita was eventually able to hit his power drive knee to set up the Raging Fire and get the pinfall. So Takeshita locked in, very strong. I was happy with this. He was already in the finals.
They just kept going back and forth, pin for pin for pin for pin.
This was a very good 4-star match for me.
I gave it a 3.
And then they didn't have any backstage segments in between these two. It went right up to the next match. Another Blue League, Claudio Castagnoli versus Roderick Strong. And Claudio wanted to end this thing fast and in a hurry. He looked for the uppercut right off the bat, nailed it, tried to go for a neuralizer right off, took it outside, tried to get a count out outside. He did not want to be in this match with Roderick. He wanted this thing over.
It was obvious that Claudio was going to win. It was quite obvious.
Yeah, well, that's what you thought until Roderick popped up with 3 massive fucking knee strikes to the chin of
that was amazing.
Claudio,
that really was.
And dropped him for the fucking 3.
Yeah.
The first one was the pop-up, like Claudio's setup for his pop-up uppercut. And that one, I was just like, oh, that's beautiful. I hadn't thought of that counter. And then 2 more right after. Oh. I was freaking shocked. Because, again, short. This didn't go 10 minutes. This was such an early finish. Hi. I gave it 3 stars. It's good to see Roger get the win. He'll be happy going to the back now.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, because I feel like it should have went to Claudio, not Roderick.
Roderick had to get some redemption on his story. Afterward, the Death Riders jumped the ring. Yuta and Garcia and Shafir.
Of course, like they should.
Like they always do.
Yep.
They're beating down Strong, and Mark Briscoe comes out to get the save. Shafir was on the apron, and Toni Storm comes out and pulls her off to deal with her. Afterwards, she gets in the ring to
Shake Briscoe's
Shake
hand.
Briscoe's hand and gives him a little bit more.
No, he takes a little bit more. Yeah, then after that, we got Kevin Knight versus Pac.
Yeah. There was a segment, a couple of previews for upcoming matches. Bang Bang Gang and FTR. Stokely accepted for FTR. And then a preview of Hater and Statlander. But yeah, the next Gold League match was Pac and Kevin Knight.
Yep.
Oh, this was another good contender for match of the tournament for me. Pac started with really measured aggression, especially compared to what Claudio was doing in his match. Knight kept up with fast offense, creative counters. Man, it was so good to watch these two in the ring. Pac did a belly-to-belly suplex back into the corner on Knight, and Knight got a lot of air off of it and wound up going over the top of the corner. I thought he nailed the back post as he was going over, and then went out to the floor.
Yeah,
and the ref immediately was out to check on him.
Kevin Knight hits Pac off the top rope onto the ramp bottom, and then Pac ends up throwing him, and he flips over and hits the top of the ring in the corner.
Yeah. That was just a great segment.
I mean,
I was
a
worried.
little shocking.
Yeah, that was just scary. Both men then started at the 5-minute mark. Both of the guys started looking to the corners to get finishers off, and neither one of them could get up to the top to get it finally launched. Toward the very end was Pac got up, gets the knees up on Knight when he went for the UFO. The 1-minute call gets put out. Pac gets the big running back and forth lariat. Knight kicks out of that. Pac gets up in the corner, nails a black arrow. But instead of nailing it, Knight gets the knees up, goes for a roll up on Pac. That Pac kicks out. Pac manages to get the brutalizer locked in with 10 seconds left, and Knight holds out for the 10 seconds for it to go to the draw.
Yep.
Oh, this was so good. I gave it 4.
2.
Oh. Why 2?
I feel like Kevin Knight really should have been. I don't feel like he's up to the same par as, like the other men in the league.
Okay.
I don't think him or Speedball should be in it.
Yes, but they have been very entertaining to watch.
Which also is kind of surprising considering taking all their other matches before the Continental Classic. There's a lot more of the, what should I say? Like, I guess not like super losing, but they were losing more than they were winning.
Yes.
And it seems like now they're in the Continental Classic.
They were
kind of
enhancing.
getting boosted.
They were enhancing a lot of people before and helping other people get ahead. But that's part of what this tournament was. It's to show and give them a push so that they can get a lot of wins under them, which will also make them, when the tournament is back over and they go back down to the middle level and they have to start losing to people again, they're going to be stronger opponents because they have the wins in the C2.
Mm-hmm.
That they should be able to win against some of those lower level people that they had lost to previously. Let's see here. Then we were...
Darby accepts World End match.
Yes, because Gabe Kidd came out with a microphone through the crowd, taking over the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't think that Darby was going to show up until Darby does. Of course, lights go out, lights come up, Darby's in the ring with Sting's bat, accepts. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. They'll make it like a lights out match or a hardcore match so that we can not have to worry about too much wrestling in it and just have awesome, crazy spots. Let's see here. Match 4. This is one I was looking forward to. High-End and Maya World versus the Babes of Wrath. And this was everything I wanted in the match. I gave it a strong 2.5.
I missed that match completely.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, this was exactly what I wanted. High-End and Maya came out with matching gear. They had tag team cohesion. They worked well together. The Babes of Wrath are showing new offensive synergy together. This was perfect. This is why you do when somebody asks you to do a job. You just say yes and you go ahead and do it. And during this match, it was announced that Maya and High World will go against the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue, on 0 Hour for the pay-per-view. So they went from having, hey, we need you to do a 3-minute, to you are now on the pre-show for a pay-per-view. I feel bad for Tegan Knox and her girlfriend if they would have just done business. Sorry, we want to bring you in, but you can't be the focus right now. It's sad for me. Afterward, Willow got mics for them, and they talked about a story of 2 girls in New York who went and saw Santa, and that's what Santa wanted. And Santa wanted peace and love for everyone. Well, Willow and Brain Fart Harley both want that too for everyone except for Monet and Athena, because they're going to kick their asses at World's End. And yeah, this will be a fun match. I'm pretty sure Willow and Harley are going to hold on to their titles. I don't see them losing their belts here, because up next on this show... Oh yeah, you didn't have a rating for that high-end match, did you? Because you didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good little post-match promo, but yeah, it didn't lead to too much. Did you get back in for this next one? Orange Cassidy versus Moxley?
Yeah. Let's see.
They mentioned right off the bat, if this was a draw, if this went to a draw, Claudio would go on in a tiebreaker between Orange, Mox, and Claudio, because Claudio has beaten both Orange and Moxley. Started quick outside, going outside. They got up on the rails outside, and Cassidy hit a DDT into, I think it was the timekeeper's table. I thought they were going to make the finish there and do a count out on both of them, but both managed to beat the count in. Moxley took an orange punch just straight and then came back with a big lariat. Nailed a Gotch style pile driver, which Orange kicked out of. Moxley tries but can't get a rear naked choke in. They got to the 5-minute mark, and Cassidy
kept trying to get him to
tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, started
The
going
ankle.
going for the ankle and going for the single crab on
Yeah.
Moxley's knee, trying to get him. There was then it just started going. This went a little off the rails to me for Orange, because he hit, by the end of this, 5 orange punches. First orange punch was the one earlier, which Moxley came back with a clothesline. Then it's He hit an orange punch, which Moxley popped right back up after. Hit another one, which Moxley kind of struggled to get to his feet after. Third one, Moxley finally kind of climbs and full pushes himself up. Has to reach over and grab the ropes to pull himself up. And then the last one, he gets back up again. Cassidy has to hit beach break and winds up getting rolled up by Moxley after the beach break and gets pinned by Moxley. Orange needs a new finisher. You cannot hit a guy with 5 of your finishing punches during a match.
Wow.
And your beach break and your backup finisher with beach break and get pinned.
Sure you can. Sure you can.
I gave it 3 stars.
I 2.5.
I
wanted to really love the match, but I really didn't.
I'm just so sad to see the Orange Punch get already weakened up this much. They had at least a story for it when he broke his hand and he couldn't throw it at full force, but the hand is healed.
Or so you think.
Well, I mean, they were doing on commentary talking about how Orange has a history with his back, which spawns all the way back to when he won the international title and had all the defenses with it. So, yeah. Then our final match of the show, Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Bailey hits a beautiful top rope springboard corkscrew moonsault onto Okada. Just so pretty. As Okada is sliding out of the ring.
Speedball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speedball's knee strikes. Very vicious.
Yeah.
Speedball hits the Ultima Weapon on Okada. Rolls out. Goes to hit the Ultimate Weapon. Okada rolls out of the way to avoid. Oh, no. That was the first Ultimate Weapon. He hit him and Okada rolled all the way out of the ring. Second Ultimate Weapon, after the 5-minute mark, Okada kicks out of. Which, again, people with your finishers, we're not protecting them. We're not protecting finishers anymore. Okada got reversed going for his Rainmaker. Bailey went for a pin, but got shifted back. And Okada trapped the legs, pinning Speedball with a roll-up, essentially. I wasn't very happy with that. I gave it 3. I mean, it was entertaining because Speedball is very entertaining, and Okada made that a very good match to watch. But
2.5.
Yeah. But it did set up for our semifinals at World's End.
Okada versus Takeshita.
Yes. And Fletcher versus Moxley on the other side.
Yeah.
It was a weird setup that they decided to do with the runner-up of the other league facing the winner. I don't remember them doing it that way in the previous years. I thought the leagues just finished themselves with the top 2 facing off. That way, if they had a multi-way draw for second place, it would just wind up as a 3-way match or whatever.
Yeah.
But they decided to do some changes, and this is what we got, and at least it boiled down to one-on-ones.
Right.
So, that wrapped up Christmas Collision.
Yep.
Do you want to do a quick run-through on what I have right here for the
No.
World's End?
No, I would like to go eat dinner.
All right. Well, let's go eat dinner. We will be back this weekend.
At some point.
With our review of World's End.
Whenever we watch it.
It's very busy this weekend. But we hope that you guys are enjoying the videos.
Like, subscribe.
Leave comments in the bottom there. We'd love to get back to you guys. Answer anything that you have to ask us. Make sure to hit the notification so you know when we finally get a video out for you. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.